Welcome to Scanning TV Plus on YouTube once again. Per what I'm gathering this evening, Queiroz, Black Stars head coach, is expected to continue for the next 2 years. Yes, that's what I'm getting. That Queiroz, he's expected to take Ghana to the next AFCON, and he's been given a special task to actually fulfill in the Black Stars team, and I will talk about him. I'll also talk about the reasons why I feel this will not be the best of decision for us to take. And I'll also talk a little bit about the reason why maybe they decided to keep Queiroz as the head coach for the Black Stars team. That is the latest I'm getting, not official yet from the Ghana Football Association. Please note that. But very soon, we will actually get that particular news. So let's talk about it. If you have joined me, like the video as usual, not because you like the news. I know the news there. Many people will be like, why? Why Queiroz? Why? Yeah, Semo. But please like the video because you love this channel. Thank you so much. And also subscribe if you're new. Put out some post notifications to get more updates. And I'll continue to recommend Nala for you. Please, if you're watching me from USA or anywhere in Europe and you want to send money to anyone in Africa here, the best means to send the money is through Nala. Just go to Play Store, App Store, search Nala, Nala, then download. After downloading, use my promo code OSIKENI233 to register. And right after registering, just send your first transaction. Instantly, any amount exceeding $50, £50 or €50, you are going to be rewarded with $20, £20 or €20 into your account. So just go, use Nala, and bring me good feedback on this channel. So let's talk about the news I've just received this evening. And per multiple reports I'm gathering, in fact, from my reliable sources, from my sources that I really believe in, it's actually confirming that this news that I saw, that Queiroz is expected to continue, it is going to be like that. And the man is expected to take Ghana through the next AFCON qualifier, and he's also expected to take Ghana to the next AFCON. Now, this is it. Per what I received this particular evening, Ghana Football Association, Ministry for Sports and Recreation, and some officials, they've met with Black Stars head coach Queiroz, that after his contract expires, that is on the ending of this month, July, the man is expected to pen down a 2 more year contract with Ghana. So he's going to sign for 2 more years. And after that one, he's going to be tasked to win the next AFCON for Ghana. Interesting. The man is going to be tasked to win the next AFCON. That is AFCON 2027 for Ghanaians. And because it's been about 45 years now, Ghana, we've not won the AFCON. So they believe that per how the man was so disciplined, per his tactical arrangement and everything, Queiroz should be the man to continue the job. And they don't want any kind of distortion, because we have some few weeks to the next AFCON qualifier, and they feel like Queiroz will be the best man to take Ghana forward going into the AFCON qualifier and also going into the next AFCON. So that is a decision I'm hearing that it has been taken, and very soon, very, very soon, ending of this Monday and Wakra, we will actually hear that news. Probably before that particular time, that Queiroz, head coach for Black Stars, will continue for the next 2 years. And that is the update I'm getting this evening. Now, let's check out Queiroz, what he's done so far with the Black Stars team. I'll not take time. That one there, we'll just go through here. When he took over, he played one friendly match before the World Cup. He played against Wales. That match ended 1-1. Ghana, we scored first, and later on, we actually conceded just about 90 minutes inside. And you conceded. Then we came to the World Cup. That is the competitive games. First game was against Panama. We won 1-0. Calibri Chineshe Gonumai on the 95th minute. In the game, we didn't start well. We didn't play well, to be honest with you guys, especially first half, but second half was quite good, and we won that game by a goal to 0. Now, we played against England, goalless. I think after the England game, many people will feel like Queiroz should be the next head coach for us. Many people will feel like he should be the man to lead the team because tactically we were on top. We were able to arrange our team very well. We defended solidly, and we went on counter-attack when it was needed. And I think we had a good game against England. So we picked a draw. We had 4 points at that time. But a lot of things happened. I will talk about it. Fast forward, we played against Croatia, where Ghana, we lost by 2-1 in Philadelphia. That game, to a lot of questions. How he actually set up his team. Second half, we tried to do something to equalize. We equalized though, but we also considered again just some few minutes, and Ghana lost by 2-1. In that game, many felt like the coach should have given opportunity for some players to come on. Brandon Thomas Asante was on the bench. Some forwards, Augustin Boache and all. Bring those players on. Let's see what they can also do. But Carlos Queiroz maintained the players on the field, and it ended like that. Even though that game, we didn't need a result for anything, to be fair, because had we won or gotten a draw in that game, probably we'll go and play against Portugal. But many Ghanaians felt like, let's go and play Colombia. Colombia and also cry and far. So that's how it ended. So group stage, 3 matches. We got 4 points and qualified to round of 32. Now, we played against Colombia in Kansas City, where Ghana, we lost by a goal to nil, and we were knocked out of the World Cup. So, per what we understand, his mandate was to take Ghana to at least quarterfinal, and his contract will be renewed automatically. So, first of all, that particular standard that they set for him or the target was not achieved. Let's put that aside. Secondly, I feel I'll come and talk about tactical aspects of the game and all, but let's talk about this. Many Ghanaians started losing a little bit of hope when they saw some players in the lineup or in the squad itself, Black Star squad. If you guys can recall, before the game against Wolves, a journalist asked the head coach, Coach, many are saying GFA or some people influence your squad, your selection. What do you have to say about that? The coach said, just look at my face. Have you gotten the answer? And I think that is where he lost it for me, because this perception has been there. Many feels like GFA, some ESCO members, they influence the Black Star squad. So you have been asked that question. Just answer it as it is. If it is like that, you tell us. If it is not like that, you tell us. Now, second point. Carlos Queiroz is a head coach who always doesn't want to talk about individual players. If you guys watch the pre-match conference and sometimes post-match that I've been posting on this channel, you understand. If you ask him maybe about one single player, oh, coach, what do you have to say about Brandon Thomas Asante? You will just say, I don't talk about individual players. Usually, that's what he do. Some few occasions that he will talk about them, but usually he will tell you, I don't talk about individual players. I talk about the team. When it happens like that, you leave room for rumors. You get it? Because Brandon Thomas Asante didn't play some minutes. In fact, after helping Ghana to win against Panama, against England, he didn't play at all. Then against Croatia, he came on to do 90 minutes. After the 90 minutes, against Colombia, that we needed the goals. We needed equalizer. Throw him in. He was taking out Sibo and bringing on Elisha. So I was like, how? What is going on? Fast forward, we came to hear some rumors that Brandon Thomas Asante didn't play those matches because of some disciplinary issues, because the player was given a day off after the Panama game, and the player reported after the time they gave to them. That is the curfew time, which was 11. The player reported after 11. So I asked myself, then after the Panama game against England, you didn't allow him to play. Fair. What about the game against Croatia? He came on to play 90 minutes. So why didn't he still feature against Colombia? And that question, maybe you might ask the head coach and he would choose not to answer because he will feel like he doesn't talk about individual players. But as every coach, or at a point, you need to talk about individual players. I feel maybe GFA decided to continue with Carlos Queiroz because, one, they feel he's been there. Even though he had limited time, he's been able to achieve something with the team by qualifying to the round of 32. But I feel we shouldn't think that way, because beating Panama against England, we also how we suffered, even though we got something out of the game, but we really, really suffered in the game. Yes, then against Croatia, against Colombia too, and per how Ghanaians are or have started losing hope in the head coach, it might be difficult for him to win the heart of Ghanaians going forward. Considering the kind of quality Ghana we have in attack, if Kudus returns, we are going to get Kudus, we are going to get NS Nuoma, we are going to still get Semenyo, we will still get the Iñaki Williams, we will still get the Thomas Asantes. What is the coach doing about all these players? Attacking wise, we are not going to flourish that much, to be honest with you, because if you look at head coach Carlos Queiroz, he's that coach who doesn't believe in opening up and playing the attacking football, the style of football that Ghana wants. He's not that coach. In 2021, I've told you guys on this channel that when he even took Egypt to the final of the AFCON 2021, they played 480 minutes. In fact, 120 minutes of each game from the knockout phase. Round of 16, 120 minutes. Quarterfinal, 120. Semi-final, 120 minutes. And the final itself was 120 minutes. And out of the four matches, he won only one within the 120 minutes. That was the game against Morocco, where he won in extra time, 2-1 with Egypt. All the rest, they went to penalty shootout. They won 2 penalty shootouts prior to the final, and the final itself, they lost the penalty shootout to Senegal. So Senegal won the AFCON in 2021. So he's not that kind of head coach who will actually open up and play the attacking football or the style that we all want him to play. No. He will still remain solid at the back, try to build a wall well, and maybe open up when the time or when he feels like the team needs to open up. And that is why I feel Ghanaians might not be happy going forward with the head coach, Carlos Queiroz, being at the helm of affairs for the next 2 years for the Ghana Black Stars team. Now, another thing is he really the man for the job? Is he really the man that most of us, we saw him to be? Because for me, I felt like Carlos Queiroz is, yes, because he's a top man. He's grown like 73 years of age. Like, you know, he's that. He has the experience. Coaching for over 40 years is no joke. You get it. But for the fact he was not able to actually make the big decisions on the field of play was something surprising to me personally. Because at a point, all of us saw that Jordan wasn't performing. At a point, all of us saw that he needed to take out Jordan. But still, Jordan was playing. At a point, all of us saw that he needed to bring on forwards like Brandon Thomas Asante Dems, bring on, Augustin Boache, bring on the attackers. Let's try and get something out of the team. And he was still bringing Sibo for Elisha, bringing Elisha also for Sibo. I was like, what is going on? When we needed the goals, we were not even ready to risk it, to go with maybe 3 defenders and bring on all forwards. Let's attack from all angles. We were still being the team that was defending, whilst we needed an equalizer against Colombia. We didn't even push Colombia that much. So I think from the Croatian game, that is where people started losing hope that, coach, so for him not being able to make some big decisions is something that's going to affect him going forward. And for me, if any coach comes in, if any player joins the national team, the only thing I will do is to support the coach, support the player. That's what I will do. So I might be ranting a lot today, but when it is confirmed, I'll move forward with the head coach. When things are not right, we will say it. When I go to press conference and I need to ask certain question, I'll ask. If he answers, fine. If he doesn't answer, I move forward. You get it? So that is a whole lot of issues, but I feel that is it. That's the news. I don't have to rant that much. I need to just end it here. Carlos Queiroz is expected to take Ghana to the next AFCON because he's expected to sign contracts at the end of July 2026 when his 4-month contract will end. He's expected to extend for 2 more years to be with Ghana Black Stars. What are your thoughts? Let me know it right there in the comment box. I'll bring you guys shout outs in the next update. But until then, that is the news for you. Let's wait for confirmation to come. For now, it is a running news. Let me put it that way, or it is still rumors. But my sources will not fail me on this. Like the video, share, and follow to get more. This was Kenny TV Plus, and of course, we shall meet later. Please subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell for more.